Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the dry gymnasium here at Shalom Christian Academy as we're getting set for game 2 of 3 here this afternoon. Just completed our middle school girls B volleyball game where our middle school team won in 2 games, and now we're getting set for the A team out here, ready to take on Broadfording Christian Academy, the Lady Lions out of Hagerstown, Maryland. And we're happy to host them here this afternoon, again in a dry gym. It's just outside setting up the soccer live stream, and our middle school boys will be playing the Broadfording Lion middle school boys team here at 5:15 in about 20-25 minutes. And it's a little soggy outside. Thankfully, having an umbrella. And we are off here for first serve. Great pass there by Bingaman, and Claire Moore able to put it away off the assist by Emmeline Christ. And Shalom looking good on that first series, using all 3 phases of the game really well, the pass, the assist, and the attack. Here is Chris now back to serve, and she sends a nice missile over the top of the net. Run down there by the Lady Lions, but that hit is into the net. So 2-0. Shalom leads here. And Shalom on the left-hand side of the court, the Broadfording Lions on the right-hand side. Second matchup of the season between these 2 teams. I'll have to double check, but I believe Shalom winning the first game down in Hagerstown, Maryland, but I will confirm that here soon. Emmeline Christ, nice strong serve. Good pass there by the Lion libero, keeping it alive. We're going to go outside, and Roth is outside the antenna, as that set was a little bit too far outside, as Broadfording gets the side out and their first point of the match. So number 24 for the Lady Lions will be your server, the libero. Unfortunately, I do not have a libero listed on my roster, so we're just going to go with number 24. It's a loose ball from warm-ups, so they're getting that gathered up here. And now Shalom leading 3-1, receiving the Broadfording serve, and that's going to sail out of bounds. So on the service error, Shalom will get the side out now as number 26. Lydia Roth will be the server here for the Flames. And yeah, now we're going to get a rotation, out of rotation call against the Flames. And so Roth will come out. Taylor will come in. That's Jacqueline Taylor. And some substitutions here on the Broadfording side. Number 2 coming in for number 21. Number 10 coming in for number 4. And number 2 here for the Lions, Emmeline Moser, will be your server for Broadfording. And that's a great serve, attacking the new person coming in cold off the bench. And that's just smart volleyball. It's usually how you want to do it. And that's Jacqueline Taylor they were targeting there. And Broadfording able to get the point. So that's a bad toss. You're allowed to let it drop as long as it doesn't touch any part of your body, but you're only allowed 1 of those per serve. They go into the middle. Adams cranking it down and off the Broadfording touch. It goes out of bounds. Point side out for Shalom on the libero substitution. Olivia Krause will come into the game. Libero Natalie Bingaman will be on the bench, and middle hitter Claire Moore will be your server here for Shalom. And that's a nasty serve, a lot of knuckling on that, but Broadfording handles it well. And Taylor laying out for that ball, but can't get enough oomph on it to get it up for the second hit. And on the point side out, Broadfording will get the ball back here. Number 5, Harlem Stevens, will serve it up here for the Lady Lions, who only trail by 1 now, 5-4 here early in game 1. And I think that's going to be, I thought maybe they might call 4 hits on that. Oh, nice dig there by Christ. And the Broadfording attack, just missing that back line and out of bounds. And Shalom able to get away with one there. And Harper Adams now will take the ball back, serve it up here for the Lady Flames. Kraus putting it down, dug up by Broadfording. Good try by Taylor there. But Shalom unable to return that ball. And Broadfording now will serve it up here. Number 22, Soraya Ferguson, will serve it up here for the Lady Lions. And she serves up a beauty between the diving Taylor and libero Bingaman. And so we're going to get a substitution now. Jacqueline Taylor will come out. Lydia Roth will come in for her. Oh, that bottom just dropped out of that serve. And Broadfording takes their first lead of the game now, 7-6 here in game one. So Ferguson continuing to serve here for Broadfording. And there's Adams with a good first pass. Kraus free balls it over. See if the Lions can capitalize on that free ball. They're going to attack it. Oh, nice dig there by Bingaman. Good dump there by Christ. And that catches the Lions defense sleeping there. And she puts it away on the little dump over on the number 2 hit. So number 15 for Shalom, Haley Grady, will be your server. And that's a nice strong serve, but good first pass there by the Lions. And they're unable to connect on the 3rd hit. And Shalom now back on top here, 8-7. We go outside to Ross. She goes cross court, dug up by Broadfording. And on that pound, that's going to go out of bounds and into the Shalom stand. And so Shalom now leads by 2 here, 9-7 on the miss hit by Broadfording. And that one's going to be deep and out of bounds by Grady on the point side out. Broadfording will take over here. The first, number 21 coming in for number 2. That's Midget for Moser. And number 10 here, Jocelyn McLean, is the server for Broadfording. And that's going to be outside the antenna and an ace serve for the Lady Lions. And we're tied back up now at 9 apiece here in game one. Good first pass there by Roth. Going to go into the middle to Adams. Oh, what a dig there by the Broadfording libero. Kept alive by Shalom. And you won't see too much of that in middle school girls volleyball, but what an effort there by the line. That's going to be a tight, and Chris digging it out of the net. And that's going to be 4 hits on Shalom. And somebody's got to be telling Adams to hit that one over. So Broadfording now back up on top. And that serve's going to be out of bounds. And we're tied back up now at 10 apiece here in game one. Claire Moore back in for Shalom. Libero Natalie Bingaman will go to the bench. Olivia Kraus will be your server here for the Lady Flames. Oh, and she fires off a beauty, dropping it right in front of the libero for Broadfording. And Shalom retakes the lead now, 11-10 here in game one. Good job there by Moore, making sure she's there for the block. And Shalom now leads by 2. 12-10 here in game one against the Lady Lions of Broadfording Christian Academy out of Hagerstown, Maryland. And what a strong serve by Olivia Kraus, the 8th grader for the Flames, and that's going to lead to a timeout by Broadfording head coach Sindel Hollinshead, as Shalom takes a 3-point lead here midway through game one, 13-10. Mrs. Keller there, our elementary principal, and Coach P, Patrick Adams, having a little fun there during the timeout. So we're back to live action here. Flames leading by 3, 13-10. Olivia Kraus is your server for Shalom. And she fires off another ace. So Kraus putting the team on her back right now. Daughter of varsity girls head coach Kurt Kraus, who will play next. And Kraus, oh, that's a dandy right in that corner. Nicely done, Olivia Kraus, and that's going to give Shalom a 5-point lead here, 15-10. Oh, another tough serve by Kraus. Looking strong here this afternoon on the serve game. Good strong serve once again by Kraus. Kept alive this time by Broadfording, but kept alive there by Grady and Christ with another dump on the second hit. And that Broadfording defense there, not ready for that one, coming over quick 1-2. And Christ taking advantage and putting it away for the kill. Kraus with another strong serve and another ace for the 8th grader. And she's looking good now as Shalom at least on an 8-9 point run here in game one, taking an 8-point lead now, 18-10 against the Lady Lions of Broadfording Christian Academy. Moore, she's a giant there in the middle, and that's not going to get past her. What a talented middle hitter there for Shalom, and that puts a smile on her face as the Flames lead by 9 now, 19-10, and Broadfording calling their second timeout of the game, trying to disrupt this Shalom offense any way they can right now, particularly the serves of Olivia Kraus. And the last timeout didn't work as she continued to serve some nice serves for Shalom. So each team is allowed 2 timeouts per game, and Broadfording has used their second. Shalom has not used any yet, so they have 2 remaining. Each timeout is 1 minute in length. So the Shalom Flames break their huddle, come out onto the floor. Broadfording still talking it over a little bit longer here as they still have some time. Now they come back out. And with a 9-point lead here, 19-10, Olivia Kraus will continue to serve it up here for the Flames. And she gets it over, and that's going to be another ace for the 8th grader, Olivia Kraus. Nicely done. And a 10-point lead here for the Shalom Flames in game one. That's another great serve by Kraus. So it was a tight game before Kraus started serving, and all of a sudden now Shalom leads by 11, 21-10. It was back and forth and tied by both teams early on, but now Shalom pulling ahead here late in game one, leading 21-10. And good eye there by Grady, letting that one fall out of bounds. .-point lead now here for Shalom. And Olivia looking strong. Those serves, they're not even anywhere near the net or out of bounds. And she's serving confidently right now with a 13-point lead here in game one. Oh, nice job there by Broadfording getting that one over. I think that's 21, putting it away just out of the outstretched reach of Harper Adams for a much-needed point side out there for the Lady Lions. Number 13, Carson Turner, will be the server here for Broadfording. Oh, and Adams on the high first hit gets it over. Broadfording unable to return it. So on that point side out for the Flames, we have game point here in game one, 24-11, as Emily Christ will take the ball here for Shalom. The setter for the Lady Flames will serve it up. It's a tight set, but Adams able to put it away for the Flames, and they take game one, 25-11, and lead this best of three middle school girls volleyball matchup, 1-0. All right, getting ready to start game two here of this middle school girls volleyball matchup as the Shalom Flames taking on the Lady Lions of Broadfording Christian Academy out of Hagerstown, Maryland. So Emily Chris looks like she will start us off serving here for the Flames. We have Natalie Bingaman, the libero for Shalom out there. Bill. As we need to get the scoreboard to clear the score from the first game. Now she realizes it. So the first point here in game two go to Shalom. Across the front row, we have Ava Healy, Claire Moore, and Haley Grady. And that's out. Good call there by the coach. As Nyla Breckbill was able to let that one go out of bounds. 2-0 now is your Flames lead here in game two. Chris with a strong serve, and there, Claire Moore. She loves those passovers like that, and with her height and skill, she wastes little time putting that away and using her height to her advantage, and it's been fun to watch. And when the ace serve, Shalom out early here, 4-0 in game 2. There you see Coach Hoffman always coaching his girls, no matter what part of the game they're in. Oh, nice job by Breckbill. That was going to drop in the corner. Moore times it up just right. And even from off the net, able to put it away for the kill. And Shalom out quickly here, 5-0 now. And Moore having a big game here early on in game 2. Playing big and winning big. Oh, Moore didn't jump on that one, but Shalom keeping it alive, getting it over on the free ball. And that's going to land out of bounds. Oh, inbounds, it says. So that's in, and Broadfording able to get a point side out there for their first point in game 2. This will be number 13 for the Lady Lions. Carson Turner will be the server. Carson is an 8th grader on this Lady Lions team. Healy, Chris sets it over, and Healy is going to get called for the double. So Turner with another serve here for Broadfording. And that one's going to be in front of Natalie Bingaman. And Shalom was leading 5-0, now leading 5-3. Healy into the net on that first pass. Chris doing all she can to dig it out, but unsuccessful. That's not an easy thing to do. Is in those net balls, digging that out. In fact, last week, the James Buchanan JV girls team is probably one of the best that I've seen digging balls out of net. And that's just a tough break there for Healy as that hits the top of the net and just trickles over to the other side. And Broadfording, who once trailed 5-0, now has tied up here in game 2, 5-5, leading to a timeout by Shalom Flames head coach Drew Hoffman. Coming out of the timeout, back to live action here in game 2, all tied up at 5 apiece as Broadfording falling behind early, 5-0. Now tie this game up. He's got Shalom a little bit off kilter here in these last couple volleys, and that's going to be a double as there's too much spin coming out of the hands of the Broadfording player. So on the point side out, Shalom will serve it up now, but first we're going to have a substitution. As number 19 for the Lady Flames, Gentry Summers comes in. Breckbill will come out, and Grady with a missile. Broadfording keeps it alive on the back set. Nobody home for Shalom. So substitution here, as Harper Adams will come in for Ava Healy. .66 is your score. The libero for Broadfording will be the server. And she fires off of a missile just past Grady on the serve for the ace. And Broadfording now takes the lead here in game 2, 7-6. Not sure what the confusion is here. Has something to do with maybe a substitution. So I think we're good. Need to make sure everything was okay at the table because they're the official scorers of the game. But Broadfording leading by 1 here. Nice job by Bigeman on that first pass. Gets it to Adams, and she's able to put it away. Took a little off of that swing and puts it right there in the center of the Lady Lions defense for the kill. On the libero substitution, Olivia Kraus comes back in. Natalie Bigeman will sit on the bench. And Claire Moore will be the server here for the Flames. Nice deep serve there by Claire. Nobody there for the second hit for the Lady Lions. And now the Flames back up by 1, 8-7 here in game 2. Flames taking game 1 and lead 1-0 in this best of 3 middle school girls volleyball matchup. As the Shalom Flames taking on the Lady Lions of Broadfording Christian Academy out of Hagerstown, Maryland. And I think Gentry is into the net. And so that's going to be a point side out for the Lady Lions. And we're tied up here at 8 apiece. Substitutions for Broadfording, 21 coming out, number 2 coming in, number 4 coming out, number 10 coming in, and number 2, Emmeline Moser will be your server, and she's into the net on her serve. On the substitution, Nyla Breckbill will come in for Gentry Summer. And Breckbill will now be your server here as Shalom back up on top now. 9-8 and back and forth in this middle school girls volleyball matchup. Oh, nice hustle by Broadfording, and we're going to get a push on that as a double hit. Called by up ref Kevin Witter, and with that point, Shalom now. I think we're maybe not sure who's supposed to be serving here for Shalom. So Shalom serving out of rotation. And so we're going to take that point off the board, I believe, is what we're doing. So we're trying to get everything figured out here. So that takes the point off for Shalom. Does it give Broadfording a point? So it's going to be 9-9 on the out of rotation serve by Shalom. As number 5, I believe here, Harlem Stevens will be your server for Broadfording. Good first pass there by Shalom, and the tip over by Christ, able to put it away. She's really got Broadfording off balance on that second hit set over. And so 11 will come in for 5 now for Broadfording. That's Bailey Taylor entering the contest. So now Breckbill serving in the correct position will serve it up for the Flames. Oh, what an effort there by the Lady Lions, keeping that one alive. Shalom free balling it over. Kraus perfectly placed that on the back line and able to get a tip and out of bounds by Broadfording to put that away. And Shalom now back up on top by 2, 11-9. Here in game 2. Nice job by Bigeman on that dig into the middle. Kraus pounds it. You go, girl. Oh, what a kill by Kraus. We've seen some strong hits here in middle school girls volleyball today. Even at the B level, Fallon Barrett was hitting the ball pretty hard, and there was Kraus smacking it down for the kill. Back row attack, Harper Adams going deep. Kept alive by Broadfording. Off the net, but Adams there for the dig. Chris going outside to Grady, and she's into the net off the high set, and a point side out for the Lady Lions. We pull within 2 now, 12-10 Flames lead. Libero substitution for Broadfording, and number 22, Soraya Ferguson, will be the server here for the Lady Lions. Good job by Adams, but that's going to be a little too strong as she hits it out of bounds. And the Lions trail by 1 now. 12-11 is your score here in game 2. And that serve into the net. Point side out for the Flames. On the libero substitution, Moore will come in for Bigeman as Kraus, who had a long serving streak there in the first game, back to serve here in game 2 for Shalom. Oh, so close. Wow. That's a big point side out there for Broadfording. Number 10 now, Jocelyn McLean, serving for Broadfording, and that's into the net. Emmeline Christ will be your server here for Shalom, but first, number 4 coming in for number 10 for Broadfording. That's Sloan Hollinshead coming in. 3 ball by Broadfording. Beckbill with a nice pass into the middle, Moore, and she puts it away. I should ask Claire's parents how tall she is. I mean, she looks like she's 6 foot out there. I don't know if she's quite that tall or not, but she looks big. And that's going to be an intimidating factor for the Lions on the other side. And a good serve there by Emmeline Christ. And now Shalom leading 16-12 here in game 2. Christ, the 7th grade setter for the Flames. Oh, good job by Grady attacking the net. But dug up nicely there by Broadfording. There's Bingaman, and that's going to be a tip over by Christ. Kept alive. And Haley, Grady does it again, this time going a little bit deeper and finding some open court there near the back line for the Flames, who lead by 5 now, 17-12 here in game 2. Shalom took game 1 and lead this best of 3 middle school girls volleyball matchup, MDCC style. 1-0, and there's the ace, and that's going to lead to a timeout by the Broadfording coach here in game 2. Shalom leading 18-12. So breaking the timeout, Shalom comes out with a 6-point lead here in game 2, 18-12. Emmeline Christ, the 7th grade setter for Shalom, continuing to serve here for the Lady Flames. And she fires off an ace. Oh, nice job there by Broadfording, but then some miscommunication between 2 Lions players there, and it drops and unable to get that third hit over are the Lions. So an 8-point lead now for Shalom Christian Academy here, 20-12 in game 2. Oh no, this time Moore lets it get a little bit too deep and on our side of the net, and then it falls on our side for a point side out for Broadfording. Substitution for the Lady Lions, number 5 coming in for number 11. Here is number 13, Carson Turner, serving it for Broadfording. And there it is again, Chris. That little dink set that she's got is working very effectively here this afternoon. Gentry Summers will come in for Nyla Breckbill, and Haley Grady will be your server. Oh, what an up there by the libero for Broadfording. Free ball over by the Lions, kept alive by Shalom into the middle. Claire Moore dug up again, and there's good job by Gentry Summers attacking that ball at the net, making sure it doesn't come over for Shalom, and she puts it away for the Lady Flames. Haley with another strong serve through the fingertips of the libero for the Lady Lions, giving the Flames a 10-point lead now here in game 2. Kind of similar to game 1, this game has gone back and forth in the early part of the game, and then Shalom pulling away late. Let's see if they can finish it off here in game 2. And that's another ace for Grady, and that's going to bring up match point here for the Lady Flames, 24-13. And that's going to be out. And so Broadfording on the point side out will take over here, trailing by 10. And this is your libero for the Lady Lions, set to serve it up here for Broadfording. Match point number 2 here for the Flames. And what a strong serve. By number 24. And all Shalom needs to do right now is side out, and the match is theirs. If we have a few more serves like that, it's not going to be real easy. And that serve's going to be out of bounds, so Shalom's going to win it off the service error by Broadfording, 25-15, and take this MDCC Middle School Girls Volleyball match 2-0. Well done, ladies, on both sides. Lady Lions, Lady Flames, both playing really well this afternoon. And thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And we have our varsity girls coming up next.